What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and finally, we are hearing that President Joe Biden is taking into consideration executive actions to bypass Congress, as we're seeing that legislation, it's not getting through, and we're hearing about abortion control, gun rights, stimulus provisions, stimulus checks, climate action, an assortment of different things. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest as to what just unfolded this weekend so you know what's going on. This is your breaking news stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, first off, hope that you and the family are having a blessed Sunday. We're getting ready to head out to church. But before we do, wanted to get you caught up on the latest headlines, you guys. Let's take a look at what's coming out. Biden promises strong executive actions after Manchin blows up the climate deal. And if you missed that video I uploaded for you, I got you caught up as we heard that Senator Joe Manchin, after hearing that 9.1% inflation rate, the CPI data coming out, he said we need to hit the brakes. We might just pass a standalone reconciliation bill for drug pricing. That is it. Everything else wiped out. That original Build Back Better bill they wanted to see of $10 trillion, $5 trillion, $6 trillion with multiple reoccurring stimulus checks, child tax credits, increases to Social Security, wiping out student loan debt, all of these provisions removed from the bill down to just one is what we heard from Manchin. And now we're hearing Biden say, well, we just might take into consideration some executive actions here. You guys, take a look at this. Biden pledges executive actions after Joe Manchin scuppers the climate agenda. Biden says that he will take executive action to address climate change should Congress fail to act. Democratic Senator Joe Manchin suggested that he may sink a spending bill with climate change provisions. And you guys, as I mentioned, that this would just be one of many to come. We've heard that there are several things on the table under consideration right now. And take a look at this. First, on CNN, congressional progressives, they introduced 10 executive actions relating to abortion access, pressuring Biden to do more. So there is a lot coming on the table right now. We've also heard that under consideration is fourth federal level stimulus checks. If you missed that video I just did Friday, check it out right after this one, as we're hearing about gas stimulus checks, inflation stimulus checks if we hit a recession, as we're hearing that they might add to the debt a little bit, but they're going to be helping out people so much more. A lot of economists are saying it is time for a fourth federal level stimulus check. And also, I'm keeping you up to date on all the checks on all levels. We had another state stimulus check go out of $2,000. You got to apply for it. That's right. You got to know about them. You got to apply for them. And if you miss them, you just miss out on the money. It goes back to the federal government and it's too late. It would be nice if everybody could just get these, but unfortunately that's not the way they have it set up and a lot of people are missing out. Well, I'm gonna make sure that you know about everything. I am creating a website right now where you can go put in your email address. You're gonna be notified. I'm gonna be releasing a master list of all checks, city, state, county checks, all kinds of programs that you will not miss out on. You're going to be notified on everything here on the Steve Ram channel. So keep an eye out for that. Working to get that out to you guys this month. There's a lot involved. Thank you for your patience. I'm going to have it ready here very soon. People messaging me about it every single day. And also, you guys, if you want to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not? Come join the Ram fam. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Just takes a second. Like I said, it's free. Come join the Ram fam. I'll let you know everything going on with stimulus checks, Congress, the economy. I will keep you up to date. And if you appreciate that, don't forget, take a quick second, smash that like button for me. And if you got any specific questions for me, reach out to me on Instagram at SteveRam3 and consider joining my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. A lot of informative videos came out this week at noon. Go check them out if you missed them. Little tidbits of information to help you out with everything going on. And I also did an update on the current real estate market as we're hearing about a potential housing market crash right now in 2022. I give you all the data so you know what to expect. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in and get you caught up on the latest coming out in these articles about President Joe Biden bypassing Congress and all of the legislative procedures to just get things done through executive action. All right, so let's dive right in. A lot has been unfolding this weekend, and this actually happened Friday evening. This came out, so I'm going to get you caught up. Link in the description below. This is from The Guardian, and it says Biden pledges executive action after Joe Manchin scuppers climate agenda. Now, it reads that Joe Biden has promised executive actions on climate change after Joe Manchin, the Democratic senator who has repeatedly thwarted his own party while making millions in the coal industry. Wow, taking a shot at him, saying he's got his own personal interests. Let me know your thoughts. He refused to support more funding for climate action. Now, in another blow to Democrats ahead of the midterm elections, the West Virginia senator also came out against tax raises for the wealthy. And as they mentioned, midterm elections are this year. They're coming up here very soon. And Democrats, they're not looking so good in the polls, and neither is President Joe Biden. And they're saying we have got to get things done before these elections. Otherwise, we're going to lose control in Congress. And that is why it is very likely there's going to be a whole lot more getting pushed through here very soon. Now, reading on, it says Manchin's opposition became clear on Thursday night. On Friday, with Biden in Saudi Arabia, the White House issued a statement. Biden said action on climate change and clean energy remains more urgent than ever. So let me be clear. If the Senate will not move to tackle the climate crisis and strengthen our domestic clean energy industry, I will take strong executive action to meet this moment. My actions will create jobs, improve our energy security, bolster domestic manufacturing and supply chains, protect us from oil and gas price hikes in the future, and address the climate change. I will not back down. The opportunity to create jobs and build clean energy future is too important to relent. Biden and Democrats hope to include environmental measures in the $1 trillion version of the $2 trillion Build Back Better spending bill that Manchin killed last year in dramatic fashion. Now, then, the Biden White House angrily accused Manchin of breaching commitments to the president and his colleagues in the House and in the Senate. Bridges were rebuilt, but on Thursday night, Manchin appeared to reach for the dynamite once again, blowing up the negotiations we're hearing. Now, we're going to be hearing from Manchin here in just a second. Take a look at this. According to the Democrats briefed on negotiations, Manchin told Chuck Schumer, the Senate Majority Leader, that he was opposed to the legislation if it included climate or green energy provisions or higher taxes on the rich and corporations, which is pretty much almost all that the bill is at this point. Now, the Democrat also said that Manchin told Schumer that he would support a new spending package only if it was limited to curbing pharmaceutical prices and extending federal subsidies for buying healthcare insurance. Manchin disputed that the version of events in a call to the West Virginia radio show. He said that he told Schumer that he would not commit to environmental or tax measures until he saw the inflation rate for July, which is due out on the 10th of August. So he is pushing this out another month, and the size of the expected interest rate hike for the Federal Reserve at the end of July. Let's wait until that comes out so we know that we're going down a path that wouldn't be inflammatory to add more to inflation, Manchin said. I can't make the decision on taxes and also the energy and the climate because it takes the taxes to pay for the investment into the clean technology that I'm in favor of. But I'm not going to do something and overreach that causes more problems. Manchin said he asked Schumer for more time. So this is getting delayed out even further, getting closer to those midterm elections. I said, Chuck, can we just wait? How much and how much more damage is this going to be? He took that as a no, I guess. He came out with this big thing last night, and I don't know why they did that, Manchin said. Asked if Manchin had been negotiating in good faith, Biden said, I didn't negotiate with Joe Manchin. In his earlier statement, Biden also promised progress on health care. He said, after decades of fierce opposition from powerful special interests, Democrats have to come together, beaten back the pharmaceutical industry, and are preparing to give Medicare the power to negotiate lower drug prices and to prevent an increase in health insurance premiums for millions of families with coverage under the Affordable Care Act. Families all over the nation will sleep easier if Congress takes action. The Senate should move forward, pass it before the August recess, and get it to my desk so I can sign it. Now, that is currently where things stand, and it says in order to pass this legislation, Democrats are dependent on Senator Joe Manchin's vote in the Senate, which is divided 50-50 and is controlled by Vice President Kamala Harris. So, if they had 50 votes, she would be the tie-breaking vote, and they could pass it through that process of reconciliation, but they've got to get Senator Joe Manchin on board. Now, if they can't do it that way, the traditional means is 60 votes or executive action, which we're hearing is now on the table for consideration as things seem to be falling apart with this Build Back Better bill. And Joe Manchin, as you just saw, he's asking for more time. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But you guys, that is the latest. A lot unfolding this weekend. I'm going to make sure to keep you guys up to date. And if you made it this far and you haven't already and you appreciate these updates, keeping you up to speed on everything, don't forget, take a quick second for me. Smash that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Leave your comments. Love to hear your thoughts on this. Share this out if you think it could help out other people. Let me know. Do you think they're going to get this done through legislation? Is President Joe Biden going to have to do executive action? Are they going to get everything done in time, and will it convince the American people to vote for Democrats in these midterm elections and keep them in power? Or are we going to be seeing a red wave coming and Republicans are going to take control of the Senate and the House? Let me know your thoughts, you guys. And also, if you want to stay up to date, it's totally free. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. Consider joining that second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. I'll pin a comment down below if you're interested. Click the link, go subscribe, turn on notifications, and keep an eye out for that comprehensive list of all checks so you don't miss out on anything. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you in the next one. Hope that you and the family have a blessed Sunday. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.